So what we're going to look at, we're going to pick up where we left off, and we're going to look at how to change your coloring around. So I just copied that out just so I don't ruin it. And I'm going to go to this little Recolor Artwork button at the top. So I'm going to click on that. And you can see it's already somewhat recolored it. And you say, well, where did it pull that from? Well, from this drop down, you can see there's all these different color rules. Compound, very simple triad, right? So it's working on that. Let's go to some other ones. Complementary, right? So it's already kind of pulling from these color rules, which is really nice. If you already have, see, this is the great thing about setting this up. If you already have this, right, it'll keep some of those colors that you already have. And here's what's really great. Let's go into Edit. And so you can see these are linked because the little brackets are around all of them. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my hue. And you can see my artwork is actually color changing based upon that hue, which is great. I can also take my saturation. Let's take my saturation down. Right, so you can see all of my, yes, come on, come with me, there we go. All my brightness is kind of changing depending on that. Now, it looks like let's just make sure, unlink. There we go, okay. So you can see my brightness is, now I don't know why this one isn't changing. I did something weird to it, I don't know. Let's just ignore that one. Actually, we can go back. We're gonna reset. Let's just select that one as our base color to change from. You can see my saturation changes. I can change my brightness. I can make it darker. I can make it, go back to more saturated. I can change these now. I can make these. And you can say, all right, well, I like that. That's fine. Let's show you some other edits that you can kind of make when you're in here. I can go to the actual color wheel, and I can start to pull these around, and you can see it starts to change. I can actually move, so let's say I'm going to move this one. Right, so they all change based upon that edit, which is really nice. I could also go back and say, all right, well, based upon that, now I want to look at what the triad looks like. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back to my hue and saturation. Let's make it more saturated. And let's change these around. So all of a sudden you have a brand new kind of color group. And what's nice is, let's just do new color group. And it did a new color group based upon that. And we're going to go back to this. And I'm going to then do what? Let's try one of these. Let's play with the saturation. Boom, I like that. Easter egg colors, I like that. Let's go here. Let's change this to complementary. Let's change it, right? So you could just continue and continue just to change this. Right, and then let's do another one. Let's see if we can get some really wild colors. Let's go to high contrast. Let's do some hue and saturation on those. Right, you say, ooh, I like that, okay. Let's say you wanted to go in and you really liked what was happening, but you wanted to move individual colors. Well, I can just click on ones and you can see, because they're linked, it's just allowing me to move it kind of within this. But if I unlink these, now I can maneuver these colors any way that I want. And I can see it kind of on the color wheel. So if I want to stay somewhat in the same range, but I would like to edit this a little bit, well, it allows me to do that. So you can see all my colors that are on this color wheel, right? And I can actually add a color, right? Isn't that what that does? Here we go. I've added a color. And there we go. Let's go back to this display. And I want to make sure I link these back again, and I could play with my hue and saturation, and then I could add those as a color group. So there's like endless amounts of possibilities that you could do with that, and that's why this Recolor Artwork tool is so great.